Hello everyone, Voodoo here, and in today's video I'm finally doing an update to my 11.0 Survival Hunter guide. Survival Hunter actually got some new stuff in the most recent 11.0.5 patch. They got some changes to both of their hero talent trees, as well as some spec tree and class tree changes, which is honestly like a lot and kind of fun and exciting. This new survival I think is a better version of the one we had in 11.0, which I was a big fan of. It's really fun. And we're going to go in it. So today we're going to talk about the talent builds, what's changed in the rotation. We're not going to touch stats or gear or anything like that. That hasn't changed. So if you want to see that, check out my original video, which I will link. Otherwise though, like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get on to it. All right, here I am on my Survival Hunter, and first things first, we have to talk about what's changed. Now the big thing for this class tree, basically the only thing that really matters, is that Death Blow has been moved here. Well, what this was is basically every single Hunter spec had a way in the class tree of resetting kill shot with some effect. This has been unified as a talent point on the Hunter class tree now, and the points that used to do on the spec tree have been redesigned to benefit you in some way. So for this one, Sick'em, it's been redesigned a bit, but basically Kill Command has a chance to reset Death Blow, which resets kill shot, which is pretty good, and can use it on any target regardless of their health, which is great. On top of that, Sentinel and Pack Leader have small buffs. There was a change to Butchery, so Symphonic Arsenal was buffed to compensate, and the Owl also has a new visual, which we will see when we talk about the AOE Rotation portion. On Pack Leader's side, we had some small changes. Howl of the Pack now buffs Wildfire Bomb by 20%. And Wild Attacks now buffs Raptor Strike and Mongoose Bite by 20% as well. So just little tiny changes there to buff up Pack Leader. It's a lot better. It's actually very competitive now. The downside obviously is that it has basically no visuals. But hey, you know, is what it is. At least it's playable. In terms of the actual Hunter survival tree spec changes, there are actually a few. The biggest one we'll talk about first is Butchery changes. Now, beforehand, Survival had a lot of like GCD bloat issues where there were a lot of different buttons coming up at the same time that you basically had to use all at once, and they've done a lot of changes to reduce those. So Butchery now has no more charges. It's a one button with a cooldown, no charge system on it, but it is hasted. And they've buffed everything related to it to compensate. So it does 50% more damage. They've tripled the CDR you get from Frenzy Strikes. So before it was 1 second for each, now it's 3. And they've redesigned Merciless Blow to get rid of the fact where you had to like cleave your, weave in Raptor Strikes amongst them. Now it just does a massive dot. It's like 450% of your attack power. It's a lot of damage. It's really good there. They changed around terms of engagement and Rangers placement, so you don't have to take this anymore, which is really good. You now no longer are forced to take the movement thing if you don't want to. They changed Grenade Juggler, where beforehand it would just auto shoot explosive shot. Now it resets it and allows you to use it, which is really good. They changed Bombardier, where beforehand whenever CA would end, it would just auto reset explosive shot, and you just get 2 extra ones, which get a lot of GCD bloat. Now what it does is that it just makes it fire at 2 additional targets, so you still get the 3. It's not really a single target talent anymore. It's an AOE talent, but you still get those 3 explosive shots, which is a lot of damage. There's some weird stuff in Mythic Plus now where it can like pull things you're not in combat with, which I've definitely experienced, but you know, it is overall better. And the last big change, I mean, like they did some other smaller stuff too, but the last big change is to Fear of the Eagle and Ruthless Marauder. Fear of the Eagle, they made it just happen shorter. So beforehand it was a 4-second channel. They've now made it a 3-second channel and buffed it by 25% to compensate. So same amount of damage, but in 1 second shorter, which is a big deal because it means you can actually use more buttons afterwards. So you're getting more GCDs out of this. And then Ruthless Marauder was basically completely redone. So Fear of the Eagle's damage increased by 10%, 20% chance to generate a stack of Tip of the Spear every time you hit it. And then whenever it ends, you get 8% haste. Which is really, really good. Other small changes in the tree as well. I believe they caused Exposed Flank to give you a Tip of the Spear stack for each target you hit with Kill Command, and just some minor stuff as well there. So lots of stuff. It does play pretty different with the talent changes, with the Pack Leader buffs. It's pretty fun. I really enjoy it. I think it plays a lot better because there's a lot less of that GCD clash and a lot more of just like the same fun gameplay you know and love. But Butchery is a pretty big portion, and you have a lot of cleave now, even in single target. So with that, we'll get on to the talent builds, and we'll talk about rotation. All right, so pretty much where we are with Survival Hunter talent trees is that you can actually play either build in both scenarios. They're both pretty close. Just to keep things simple and only provide like one each, I'm going to do a single target build for Raid, and then like a Mythic Plus build for obviously Mythic Plus. Survival Hunter's cleave is such that, again, you can play either. but even in the single target build, you have a lot of really good cleave just naturally, which is really, really good. So this here is the pack leader build. Pack leader is the recommended talent tree for single target. Some of the choices we make here: Mongoose Bite, not playing it. It's just not as good as it used to be. You just have a lot of rotational stuff where you're not really using Mongoose Bite as often. You have Butchery all the time, you have bombs all the time, rank flanking strikes, you have a lot of explosive shots, so it just kind of falls out of the rotation. Spearhead's really good, obviously. We're just taking that. It's just a strong damage button. Sick'em, just for more death blow and kill command resets. Turns our coordinated assault really, really strong as well, because you get double the chance of triggering it to 30%. And we're taking Relentless Primal Ferocity just to give us a stronger coordinated assault every 2 minutes. Pretty good stuff here, pretty simple stuff. Just a lot of really passive cleave as well in our build, and a lot of really good single target options, and a lot of bombs and explosiveness. Here, talent tree here, again, like there's just not a ton of crazy choices. Butchery increases damage next Butchery, not great. You'd rather just have more Butcheries, because Wildfire Bomber is cooldown Butchery for Merciless Blow. A lot of the damage from Butchery is this dot rather than its actual damage. Same here, this is just a choice, doesn't really matter. Extra range is nice. And then this one here, the pet does like nothing. You'd rather have this one, which is just free Raptor Strike damage, which is, you know, pretty good stuff. Again, the pet does like basically nothing. For Mythic Plus, we are going to play Sentinel still, because it's just a really good option, because a lot of AoE, it's basically old Resonant Arrow. So in this build, we drop a lot of the Spearhead stuff, because again, it's just single target, it's not very valuable, and we drop Sick'em. This does, you know, make Killshot Strike 2 additional targets, but it's just not as much AoE as some of the other nodes in the tree. We're still playing the Butchery stuff, we're still playing Merciless Blow because it's so powerful, but we do pick up stuff like Exposed Flank for cleaving our kill commands, which does more bleed benefit for something like Bloodseeker, but also just gives you more tip of the spear stacks, which is, you know, great. It's the name of the game. Bomb damage, just you get more bombs, which is good. And then finally, we are playing Fear of the Eagle. Now, Fear of the Eagle, because of its changes, is actually a really strong button now. It has like execute damage, which is really cool. It's a 45-second just like kind of physical damage nuke, because it does so much damage so quickly. It benefits from tip of the spear on use now instead of at the end, which is really good. So great button to have, really good interim like AoE button. Grenade Juggler, again, more explosive shots is good. And then finally down here, we are playing the 1 minute coordinated assault. This comes down a little shorter because of this one here. So roughly it's like a 45-second coordinated assault, which is again really, really good. Just a flat 20% damage increase every 45 seconds is great. And then because of Bombardier, which you are playing, you get 2 charges of bomb, and whenever it ends, you get 3 explosive shots for the price of 1. Boom, boom, explosion. So name of the game here, again, a lot of explosions, a lot of stuff like that. We're not playing Contagious Reagents anymore, because again, Raptor Strike Mongoose Bite really falls out of your rotation, especially because Merciless Blow was changed to be a dot now, so we're just kind of not really playing it. We're still playing Viper's Venom. It's good priority damage, good single target. You can tab target around whenever you have time, but realistically, name of the game is just bombs and Fear of the Eagle here. Hi everybody, here at the single target opener. Now the opener doesn't change that much if you're pack leader or sentinel. It only really changes depending on like what talents you have. So if you're playing single target, you probably have the same talents. It's gonna look something like this. So you're gonna open up with a bomb and a harpoon to close the gap. Make sure your pet's on assist as well. So bomb and harpoon closing the gap. Then use Raptor Strike to apply your poison. Use Butchery, use Explosive Shot, use Coordinated Assault and all of your trinkets. Then use Kill Command. Then use Spearhead, bomb, and at this point you want to either use Butchery if it's back up or Coordinated Assault, so we'll do it like that there. If Butchery's back up, use that first, then use Coordinated Assault. Otherwise, you're gonna enter the main rotation after this point. All right, now we're gonna enter the general rotation and priorities. There's gonna be a few things here, and obviously with pack leader, we're gonna talk about that here, because there are a few things that like emphasize and make it a little bit better. So the number one thing, and this is gonna be a bit of a min-max, but number one thing is always make sure you keep up Howl of the Pack. Now the way you do that is that pack coordination, attacking with Vicious Hunt, instructs your pet to strike with your next basic attack. You want to kind of hold that until Howl of the Pack is about to drop off. So just go into combat here, and I'm just going to spam some kill commands here so I can build up my stacks. So see, every time I use my Mongoose Bite while I have Vicious Hunt up, we're going to get a stack of Howl of the Pack. So if I can get one here, if it's about to drop, so you do want a weak ward to track this, but if it's about to drop, then you want to spend your thing. Oh, my pet's just auto attacking and critting for me, so it's never going to drop. But if it's going to drop, so here we'll use it, and just so we keep it up. So it's just a very good optimization there, but it's a small one, but you want to do it. Other than that, you know, stuff like if you're inside Coordinated Assault, you want to use kill command, so you go back up whenever you have 0 tips. The number one priority is you want to be using Butchery on cooldown. The reason for that, of course, is because of Merciless Blow. It is such a strong dot you need to be using on cooldown. Use that on cooldown. Use Raptor Strike on if Viper's Venom is not up. And then you're going to enter the Tip of the Spear priority. So you want to be generating Tip of the Spears, obviously, if you don't have one. And you want to be spending them in a certain order. Now, if you're going to cap on wildfire bombs, you want to spend those so you don't cap, obviously. Capping on bombs is a no-no. Otherwise, you want to use your Tip of the Spear stacks on the following thing. So if you have 1 or 2 Tip of the Spear stacks, you want to use it on Flanking Strike. After that, Kill Shot is your next best one. After that, Wildfire Bomb, if you have 1.5 or higher charges, is your next best one. After that, it is Explosive Shot. And then from there, you're going to have some different things. Raptor Strike, if you have Furious Assault, is going to be very good as well, which is this buff here, Furious Assault, where it increases its damage by 60%. And then finally, Wildfire Bomb is going to be the next one after that. So you get into kind of a loop where you want to generate Focus and Tip of the Spear stacks with Kill Command and spend them on different abilities. So generally the priority is use Kill Command if you're not going to overcap on the resources it generates, and then spend those Tip of the Spear stacks in the things in the following order. So Bomb if you're going to cap charges, Flanking Strike if you have 1 or 2 stacks, Kill Shot if it's available, Butchery, although Butchery honestly is better not to buff because most of the damage is the dot, and Explosive Shot, stuff like that. So what that would kind of look like, we'll do a little opener again here, just for everybody's benefit, if I can remember it a little bit here. Use all our buttons, get into our little opener here. So we're in our opener. We're kind of ending off where we are in our opener here. So we're down to the point where I can push Kill Command, so I'm going to use it, spend that. We have a bomb charge, we'll spend with that. I can use Kill Command and not overcap on stuff, so we'll just spend down here. There's nothing else to do it with. Kill Command, just because, you know, we generate the Fury, Kill Shot, Butchery, Bomb, and then again, we're going to just Kill Command to come back up here. We can use Explosive Shot, we're going to do that. Raptor Strike, do that, Kill Shot, do this again, Bomb, Butchery just for the dot again, Kill Shot, use this, buff our stacks up, Bomb, you can Kill Command again, because why not? We have the stuff to do it. Then we'll just Raptor Strike, because nothing else to spend it on. Kill Command, Kill Shot, Butchery. You get the idea here, right? You want to be doing it in a way that you're spending and generating and not wasting your stacks. So pretty simple stuff there. There's a bit of a flow chart, which I'll throw up, that the people over in the Hunter Discord made. Shout out to them. But pretty straightforward. Just make sure you're not wasting focus. Make sure you're not wasting Tip of the Spear stacks, and just kind of spend them in that order. Use Butchery as it's available. Use Fierce Assault as it's available. Keep Howl the Pack up, which should be pretty easy to do as long as you're following your rotation, and just spend your short CDs. And then there you go. That is single target rotation for Survival Hunter. All right, so here we are with the AOE rotation. Again, we're playing Sentinel here, but things shouldn't be too different. The opener should be pretty straightforward here. Just going to be using all your bombs before you use Coordinate Assault, because you get reset from Coordinate Assault. You don't want to delay it too much, because it is a 1 minute CD, so we do push some things after, but again, not too bad. So we're going to start off with a Bomb and a Harpoon to close the gap. Use Raptor Strike 1 time for the dot. Use Butchery. Use Bomb again. Then use Coordinate Assault. Another Bomb. Explosive Shot. Flanking Strike, and then Fury of the Eagle. And then once that finishes, you're going to enter the main rotational priority. Again, not too crazy, but you do a lot of damage in the opener that way. So from here, you're going to enter your rotational priority. So the number one thing is, if you don't have Lunarstorm up, throw a bomb. So every 15 seconds or throw, you're going to trigger a Lunarstorm. I recommend a weak ward to track it. So if you can do that, do that. Second best thing is that if you don't have Viper's Venom ticking, use Raptor Strike. In AoE, it's a pretty good idea to like tab your Raptor Strikes around to spread Viper's Venom to like priority targets. Again, can't have them on everything, so keep them on the things that are important. Just a nice passive way to tick down. Not a ton of damage, but you know, it's a solid amount there. From there, you're going to enter kind of your Tip of the Spear strike stuff. Now, Butchery in AoE is actually a pretty strong ability. Not as good as some other things, but pretty good. Number one thing you want to use Tip of the Spear on is going to be your Flanking Strike if you have 1 or 2 charges, because it just gives you more of them. The next one is going to be Wildfire Bomb if you're at 1.5 or higher charges, because again, you don't want to overcap that. After that, it is Butchery, just because it's really strong and an AoE button to hit. Explosive Shot and Fear the Eagle are all kind of in the same zone as well. So buffing your Explosive Shot, butching your Fear the Eagle, and then buffing your Butchery are all pretty good. And then obviously Wildfire Bomb is good to buff if you're not about to overcap, and then Raptor Strike is kind of your lowest one there. So again, just to recap, Flanking Strike's your highest priority. Bomb, if you're going to overcap, is right after that. You want to use your Butchery. You don't need to buff it. It is strong no matter what. Buffing it is fine. You want to use explosive shot. You always want to buff Fear of the Eagle. You want to buff bomb if you're not about to overcap, and then rapid strike. So outside of that, you can just use kill shot whenever you have it, and use kill command to not overcap on focus or on tip of the spear, and then rapid strike just to kind of fill in. So if we do a bit of an opener followed by our rotation, it'll look a little bit something like this. So again, we're going to bomb in, harpoon, raptor strike, bomb again, butchery, use our CD here, bomb, flanking strike, explosive shot, Fury of the Eagle, gonna smack in here. Bomb that's overcap, so we're gonna spend it, then we'll use kill command, explosive shot, bomb. We have butchery, so we'll do it. We'll use kill command, bomb, we'll spend down here. We use kill command, we're gonna use explosive shot here, it's the strong one, kill command again, bomb, rapid strike just to cap, kill command, explosive shot. We use butchery just to use it. Obviously, we're capping on bombs, so we'll use one there. Kill command, coordinate assault, whatever that one. Explosive shot, bomb. We'll use our kill shot because we can. Bomb, and we spent down. We have coordinate assault up, so we can just use it because again, we'll get a ton of bomb recharges with it. And you get the general idea here, right? We're just using our buttons in a way that we're not overcapping or anything. Where we're having our bomb charges buffed whenever possible, where we're buffing like flanking strike, where we're buffing like Fear of the Eagle, buffing explosive shot, not capping on bomb charges, using our merciless blow as often as possible because the dot is so powerful, and you get the general idea here. Now again, I was only using one target, I wasn't tab targeting my raptor strikes. But that is the general idea. There is a flow chart. Again, I'll throw it up because it's so good. A little bit out of date because there is no merciless blow stuff there, but it gives you a good idea of your tip of the spear expenditure. So there you go. That's a bit of a primer on the rotation. Pretty similar before, but Fear of the Eagle gets a higher priority, and merciless blow, obviously, because of butchery. You're using that on CD because it's so powerful. And there you go. All right, yeah, so that is the 11.0.5 Survival Hunter Guide. Again, it's not too different from where it was before, but the GCDs are a lot less bloated. You have some new buttons to use. Butchery takes a lot more priority because the merciless blows is just such a strong dot now. And it's really fun. I recommend you give it a try. If you want gear, stats, stuff like that, check out my last video I did on this a few weeks ago. I'll link it in the description. Maybe it was a month ago. I don't know, but it's on the channel. You can go find it. And shout out to people from the Survival Hunter Discord, Azertharian, Dual B, Diamond, all those people for doing a ton of stuff to help out with just the community and stuff like that. Go check them out as well. And I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys next time. Peace. A big thank you to all of my channel members. Thank you to Zooligan, rpalms46, Fear Redefined, Justin Penny, Callum Price, Gabrielle Correa, Magicman 133, Falafador and Dark Terror, Sky Elk, and Brad Wisniak. Thank you all so much for supporting the channel. If you want to support the channel a little bit, consider becoming a channel member down below. And just thanks for watching the videos, everybody. Even if you don't become a channel member, you're still supporting me. So thanks, everybody. See you guys next time. Peace.